What's going on, world? Brand new episode of Royal Key there on your screen. I'm your host, George Kill, and I'm here in Fayetteville, Arkansas at the University of Arkansas with my guy, Jeff Barnett. Jeff, how are you doing?
Good. How are you, George?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. First off, Jeff, I want you to explain your title. What do you do here? Because I think you're the perfect person for this tour.
Thank you. Name is Jeff Barnett. I'm the Associate Director of Athletic Facility Operations here in our Razorback Athletic Department.
Okay, and so you're in tune with all facilities here, not just, football, but you know about every one of them.
Every one of them that's on campus. I got you covered.
So where are we standing now?
We are standing in the game day locker room located within Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium at Frank Broyles Field.
Got you. Now you guys have somewhat of a tie to the Dallas Cowboys.
We do.
And this locker room is a kind of a, it stands as a symbol of that. And explain why that is.
We did take some inspiration when developing this. There is some similarities between this locker room and the locker room of the Dallas Cowboys Stadium because of Jerry Jones, a former alumni here and a part of our 1964 National Championship team. And that's he was very influential here and continues to be influential here.
Definitely. And you guys, this facility right here, it seems like it can hold 2 football teams.
It does. This is a huge space, and it's designed like this on purpose between our offensive skill on this side, offensive linemen, defensive skill, defensive linemen, and our special teams here in the middle. So when Coach Pittman wants to address the entire team, stand under this beautiful white hog, and he can talk to everyone.
That's awesome. Now, before we head to the operations center, I hear that's amazing, by the way. Yeah, I want to talk about a quote here on the wall. Play like a wild band of Razorbacks. What is the significance of that quote?
The significance of this quote is because of Coach Hugo Bestick's quote right here. We changed our mascot from the Cardinals originally, so we kept the red and white, to the Razorbacks. This was the result of a win versus LSU in Memphis, Tennessee at a neutral site in 1909. And afterwards he was talking to the press where he said we pretty much ran through LSU like a wild band of Razorbacks. The student population got word of this, followed all the proper procedures and protocols, got the correct amount of signatures, presented it forward, and officially had our mascots changed from the Cardinals to our Razorbacks, one of the most unique and iconic mascot you're going to see in the country.
Okay, Jeff, where are we now?
We're located right outside of our locker room. This is our touchdown club area where fans on both sides, and again, drew some inspiration from Dallas Cowboys Stadium, but we put up stanchions and our fans are literally almost able to reach out and touch our football players before they enter the field.
Nice. And then you have this, I would say elephant in the room, but pig in the room here. This is something that all the players touch before they go out.
This is iconic and incredibly meaningful because as of late, our football program we're on the up and up. And so players can come out here and this really sells as one Razorback, and our athletic director came up with this. As one Razorback, it's going to instill and inspire a lot of pride in our football program again because we're competing and we're winning. And so players come through here, they touch this to remind them that we don't care where you're from. If you're an Arkansas Razorback, we are just one Razorback. And then they run out there into a crowd that also knows we are all one Razorback.
Our sponsor for today's video, SeatGeek, is a ticketing app that makes simple the ticket purchasing process. As festival season ends and sports wrap up, SeatGeek is the go-to resource that allows you to find any event you're looking for in one app. Okay, so there was this one time that I got scammed by a ticket scalper because I had waited until the last minute to get tickets for a Christmas Day game. And had I used SeatGeek, I would have had an experience of a lifetime. But instead, here I am telling you this story. We know football season has kicked off and you and your friends are looking forward to the rivalries and homecoming games. Get your tickets from SeatGeek. Use promo code Koisky to receive $20 off your first purchase. Hold up, wait. Here's a very important bit of information. On the app, there are green dots that indicate those tickets are a good deal. Our Koisky code applies to those good deals also, but stay away from the red dots. Again, just so we're clear, when you use promo code Koisky, you receive $20 off your first purchase. All right, now back to the video.
All right, Maddie, we just made it over here on the Polaris. You guys, your auto around this campus is A1.
Well, thank you. Welcome to our building. We're excited to have you all here.
I heard a lot about it on the way. You guys have an amazing facility here. Tell us where we are.
We are currently in the Fred W. Smith Football Center. So this is where the day-to-day football activities take place. So wherever our boys do training, weight room, meetings, practice, it all kind of handles and is taken care of in this building.
Right, and the one thing that I noticed right when I came in here, you guys have some trophies here that we need to discuss.
So we play 3 trophy games. We play one against Mizzou, and that's every year after Thanksgiving. And then we play LSU, Battle of the Boot. And then we play one game in Cowboys Stadium each year versus A&M. And so we actually won all 3 of those games. And then we were thankful enough to go to the Outback Bowl and beat Penn State. And so we got all 4 trophies, and it's been really exciting. So now people will just come in our building to get a picture with just this wall. All
right, Maddie, this is different, right? I've seen big weight rooms. I haven't seen long weight rooms.
We do have the longest weight room in the SEC. It's 120 yards long. And so actually, a fun fact, we will take a shot of you over this way, but it overlooks our indoor practice field. So when guys are working out downstairs or upstairs, they can see vice versa. So it kind of gives them an overview, like we're working in here to get it done out there on the field. Vice versa, you got to do it in the weight room to get it done on the field. And our strength staff is really great at spreading everyone out, making sure they can hit all areas of this room and utilizing it to the best capacity. This is the nutrition area, and so every day after practice, the boys have pre-made shakes that are done for them with their name on it. So all they have to do is just come here, grab the shake with their name on it, and we know if they're weight loss, weight gain, maintain. And so just making sure that all their needs are met. We have snacks available all the time, protein shakes, Gatorades, waters, anything that you could possibly want. My favorite, Uncrustables. Okay. A good peanut butter and jelly for lunch.
Now, this is my first time to Arkansas, right? So I don't know what the weather is like here, annually, but how often is this indoor used and does the weather outside impact the use of this?
Yes, so we do like to utilize our indoor because if it's super cold outside, it's great to come in the indoor. If it's super rainy, it's obviously nice to have covered area to practice. As far as heat goes, it's an indoor, so we got some big fans. We try to keep it cool for the guys. I know they utilize it in the summer because outside in that turf, it can be real hot. So now we're gonna go into our players' lounge. This is where our guys hang out in between class, in between practice, meetings. Our players love to have table tennis or ping pong tournaments, pool tables, and all kinds of things. This is just a fun area for them to relax.
Yeah, now one thing that's different about any other athletic program facility that I've seen in a players' lounge is you guys have a DJ booth.
This is our beatbox. We actually had a player on our team a couple years ago who was a real DJ. And so people would hire him for stuff around campus. And so he was always in here teaching the guys how to use it. And so now we have a couple guys that come in honestly daily, and they'll come be like, Maddie, come listen to my track. Or they'll check in here. Someone will come in and we're like, oh, that's really good.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Just keep on going,
Which activity do you think is utilized the most in this area?
I would say the pool tables. Sometimes we'll come down here and they have brackets on the wall. They'll have like big printouts and you'll just see the competitions and they get into it. You'll have guys on both sides cheering for them, and I just think it's cool because it's a great team bonding experience and it's not forced, it's genuine.
Now, kind of harping again on the functionality, right next door, the locker room.
So we try to break it up by position.
Okay.
So down each one is a different position, and then this wall right here is all the seniors. And then up here, we have all the SEC schools that we play. And so whenever we beat them, we update it with a new picture. And then we have the outline of the Razorback right here in the LED lights.
Now, as we make our way to this side of it, you guys have a pretty neat barbershop. Do you find that some of the players, when they're kind of getting their beauty rest, are they doing it in the locker room or in the players' lounge?
I'd say in the players' lounge.
Okay.
Yeah, just hanging out. You'll see some of them just sitting down here, but this is really probably more rowdy area. Music's always going, it's super loud, people are in and out. So I would say more the players' lounge, and honestly, a lot of guys like to just hang in a position room.
One other thing I'm noticing, your branding throughout this facility is amazing. I mean, you have the big Arkansas there. I saw outside of this the NFL wall with the gloves and stuff like that.
We always say the more someone can see the A or see the Razorback or just see Arkansas, the more someone's gonna recognize it. And so we just we say the hog is strong. Yeah. That's kind of our new little slang there. The hog is strong. And so the more you see it, the more you're going to recognize it.
So Betty, where are we going next?
So now I'm going to take you guys into our training room. We have hot tubs, cold tubs, and that back one is the underwater treadmill. So once the treadmill part goes down, it fills up with water, and there's a camera so you can actually see your movements. So when you're getting back from a lower body injury, you can see the movement and see the mobility and what's going down.
Which instrument in this training area do you feel the athletes use the most?
I would say the anti-gravity treadmill, just because it really does help anyone with lower body get back into the movements. The underwater treadmill, of course, and then a lot of our guys just get up there and get all kinds of treatment, stim, icing, and then they just kind of follow our trainer's lead.
All right, Maddie, no disrespect to any other team we've seen. As far as equipment rooms, this might be the most organized.
I will give credit to Dalton. He likes to keep a tight ship, and that's how he's so productive and gets everything organized. But yeah, this is our equipment room. And so this wall is kind of different. I'm not sure if other schools have it, but instead of just having all of the cleats and everything that's set out for the guys when they get here, we kind of give an example of what each one is for. So like the offensive linemen, they can know that they can pick over here, a skill player, and kind of know the difference and then see the different options they have.
Definitely, and I like Dalton has quite the collection of helmets around here.
Every team that we've played, we try to do a helmet swap or get some sort of souvenir from them. So as you'll see, all the SEC schools. And then up here, we have former players that have made it to the NFL in their jerseys. So right now we're gonna walk down this tunnel. This is actually where our players walk out every day for practice down to the practice fields. Right here on this wall is our current schedule for the 2022 season. Game day is absolutely my favorite thing about Arkansas. This is our indoor. As you see, we have some former players also hung up on the wall, Eastern and Western Division graphics. And then for our injured guys who can't technically participate in practice, we do have the dungeon of the weight room. And so they can stay out here and just continue to get work even when they can't practice. Coach Pittman's big on that. And so now we're coming out to our 2 outdoor practice fields. We have 1 grass, 1 turf. So it's kind of a good way to prepare for whoever playing the next Saturday.
All right, Maddie, this is quite the theater room. Is this where a lot of the chewing out and the video?
No, it's strictly positively. It's always, you're doing a great job, you're perfect. Right. There's never any negative things said. No, but this is the team room. So this is where offense is actually on this side, defense is on that side. We have a soundproof wall that can come down, so they can yell on both sides and they can't hear it.
So how often is the team during the season in here? And then how often are they in here off season?
During the season, they're in here daily. They always have a team meeting, or we'll have offense and defensive meetings. But then other than that, it just kind of depends. I'd say they spend most of their time in their individual position rooms.
Since you've done this a lot, as we wrap up with recruits, what seems to garner their interest the most during this entire tour?
I would say our locker rooms, because they love that, and obviously photo shoots. Anytime they can put a jersey on, that's really, they're like, can I do a photo shoot? That's what they want to do. But I think what's cool about recruiting right now is just relationships. That's really what it comes down to. And so the guys really just want one-on-one time with their coach and position coach and Coach Pittman. So we try to make that happen.